So earlier we have seen a question, if you remember, that there is a multiple choice question and a student knows it by probability p and she guesses it by probability 1 by p. In case if she guesses it, the answer will be right with probability 1 by m. I hope you remember that. Earlier we have seen in the total probability example, that question was really big, that is why I am not writing it, I am just explaining orally. So the question is like this. A student knows the answer by probability p, and if she knows it, she will answer it correctly, and she guesses the answer with probability 1 minus p, right? If she guesses, the answer will be right with probability 1 by m, and it will be wrong with probability 1 minus 1 by m. Earlier we have found out what is the probability that she answers it correctly. Probability that she answers it correctly is equal to probability that she knows the answer and answers it correctly plus probability that she guesses the answer and she answers it correctly, which is equal to probability that she knows the answer into probability that she answers it correctly given that she knows the answer plus probability that she guesses the answer into probability that she answers it correctly given that she has guessed the answer, right? And we know that it is nothing but p, she knows the answer, and once she knows the answer, she knows it, which means with 100% certainty it will be correct. In case if she doesn't know it, in case if she guesses with 1 minus p, then the probability that it is correct is 1 by m. This is the probability that is correct, right? Now let's talk about reverse probability. Now assume that while correcting the question paper, you have found out that the answer is correct. Now what we want is probability that she might have guessed given that the answer is right. Now you want to know whether she has guessed or not. What is the probability that she might have guessed? Again, this is a reverse probability, right? So in order to solve it, you might have to solve this probability of G intersection C divided by probability of C, and this probability of C is nothing but the total probability of answering it correctly, which is nothing but this factor. And what about probability of G intersection C? G intersection C is where is it? The probability that G intersection C is this one, yeah, which means this factor. So this factor, got it? So you can answer it directly like that. It is also an example of reverse probability. Or they might ask you, what is the probability that she knows the answer given that she has answered it correctly, right? So I want to find out whether she has guessed it or she knows it. Now how can you do that? Probability that K intersection C divided by P of C, and P of C is nothing but the total probability, and P of K intersection C, this part is equal to this one, which is nothing but P, that equal to P by P of C. Got it? Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.